We also have Corey Cudney with a tier 1 sub for 68 months, 1 month away from 69.
Ooh,
Nice.
so exciting.
It's supposed to rain on my half marathon too, and now I'm convinced we're all cursed. You know, I don't want to say it was me, but I did maybe send a message up to Mother Nature.
Prayed.
And I said,
prayed.
Dear Mother Nature, I thought that the half marathon was March 5th, where then I would be able to train for a month and run it to shove it in Roger's face, even though he didn't want me to steal his thunder. I was going to steal his thunder, but please, I didn't know when I signed up that it was February 4th. Will you please ensure that none of us have to run it? Mother Nature answered, and we didn't run it. And so now you'll never know if I was going to run it or not run it because there's no proof.
There's no way to know.
Kevin, there's no way to know.
There's no way to know.
So here's the deal. I'm getting email after email. They say the race is canceled, right? Then they say, hey, we're going to still send you your championship medal and your T-shirt. I said, hell yeah, that's awesome. Then get this, Kevin. Then they said, oh, now we want you to virtually run it. Then we'll send you the stuff. I'm like, I'm not going to virtually run this. I'm going to run it into my car or on a Segway is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean?
Get a Segway. That's quick.
But on the real, though, get this. They wrote me again. They said, fuck it, we're just sending out refunds.
Oh, really?
So now I guess I'm getting a refund.
But no medal.
So,
Heartbreaking.
we'll see. The next marathon opportunity in May, Beta Breakers. We'll see.
Will we? Or do we already know? Have we already seen?
You know what I mean? You never know.
So now tell me what's going on with this cat.
Kevin, you want to know about this video game?
Have you seen this cat man before? Is this the first time?
Once. We've never seen a Pokemon-like cat in this video game. And I will say, we've seen some monsters, we've seen some creatures, but we haven't seen a cat/creature quite like this, which is very odd, Kevin. A lot of the creatures have been very scary, more realistic, animal-inspired characters. I know it's weird to say that compared to a cat, but this cat very much feels like, hey, we took a Pokemon and we put him in the game. Every other creature has been like, yo, here's a fucked up scorpion trying to rip your head off.
Right.
Or here's a dragon, right? This was all of a sudden like, hey, here's a purple cat. And you're like,
he wears cute clothes. He's got a little bandana or something.
Yeah, what's up with
Scarf?
that?
Does he have an ascot?
No, he's got a crown. Yeah, he does have something tangled around.
Okay.
He's got a bandana or something. And so here's the deal. I don't know what's up with this cat. You know what I mean? A lot of people said, oh, you're going to learn about that guy. Or, oh, this is why, people shouldn't play Final Fantasy because they don't know who this cat is. And I'll tell you, fuck you. I'm 20 hours into this game, never seen that cat once. How was I supposed to know about the cat, Kevin? You know what I mean? How was I supposed to know about the cat? It was my first time playing. That's what you need to know about the cat. Showing up out of nowhere at a pivotal scene.
Yeah, kid died, right?
Here's the deal. The whole plate's coming down. We're murdering innocent people on the top side of the plate.
Did you do that?
And murdering people at the bottom side. No, Shinra did.
Okay.
I'll catch you up on the Lale Lule lore all about that.
I don't see a PowerPoint come through.
Yeah, we're saving the PowerPoint for the finale.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a PowerPoint. I'm also.
Can we please walk through how to make a real PowerPoint? It'd take 5 minutes.
I mean, bring up the woodpecker PowerPoint. We made one.
No.
Why they be pecking that wood?
Yeah, you didn't make that though.
I know. You know who made that. It's right. But I will say that we'll have the PowerPoint. We'll have a special one on the last time we do this. But it was fucked up, Kevin, because it's a special moment. It's an important moment. Okay, we just laid to rest the most beautiful girl. Okay, in the video game.
Wait, who
that
died?
was tough. Jessie.
No.
I'll tell you in the Lale Lule
Jessie
lore.
dies?
R.I.P. Had to lay her down.
Chat for reals?
Had to lay her down.
Actually, don't spoil anything if it's not for reals.
had to kill a couple had to kill half the people, and then out of nowhere, this cat shows up and steals the show. Pretty messed up.
Yeah.
It's a bad decision. Whoever made this game, bad decision on that.
It's a very popular game.
Whoever made this, bad decision. Kevin, type in a word.
I did.
What word did you type in?
Laser.
No, fucking.
You typed in, you can see laser on?
You can't see that?
I can't see that.
Mike.
I mean,
You gotta find your fucking glasses.
Hold on.
You gotta find your fucking
I
glasses.
thought when he typed in a word, they'd give us red and green to determine if he's
Well, I
not
haven't hit
level.
it.
Well,
Hit the fucking word then. But also, yeah.
You can't read that. You
People,
need to.
this is 12
you
size font,
No,
7 feet
he read
away.
it, no problem.
I'm gonna leave y'all to this.
No, don't. What do you mean you leave
Yeah, you're the one who started this. You're not allowed to leave this. I also can't read I can't read any of that. I can't read any of it. I can't see a single letter on that.
Did that make it better?
No.
That made it a lot worse.
I can't read a single letter on this. See, here's my thing. It's like we're looking at a computer screen 8 feet away. Why can't we just put it on this screen?
Because we set it up like this.
Okay. Well, that's all I'm getting at.
Because this computer starts to cook when you're doing too much.
I need this computer on this screen because I can't be looking at a computer monitor 8.5 feet away from me.
Yes.
What letters are we
Do you have
missing
your phone
there?
on you?
I do have my phone.
Will you go to camera mode really quick for me?
Oh my God, he's gonna have you zoom in with his phone. Put your mic back up. We can't hear you.
There you go, thank you. Now I can really help. Now I can help.
Okay, so there's no U. GH, that's not.
Oh, well, that one's an L.
This fucking guy.
Oh, yeah, he typed in laser at the beginning. Now I know.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we're
we got
working
an
on the
L,
bottom left right
an
here,
A,
Mike.
we got an O in there. And Kevin
You know
loves
what?
doing
They're a
that.
bunch of
That's what
idiots.
Kevin's supposed to
You
do.
start throwing names at me,
That's what Kevin's
I'll
supposed to
ban
do.
him. I'll ban him
You'll
so
ban him.
hard.
Okay, here's the
ban
first
him.
one. Kind of funny, Kev.
Uh-huh.
Tell us, it is chapter 13, a broken world, and oh boy, is my heart broken. Because on the last part of the playthrough, we went through a lot. Emotionally, physically, and like it was just a lot to take in because we had to say goodbye to some of our favorite characters, and most importantly, we had to say goodbye to a whole area, to a whole neighborhood, to a piece of the plate. If you don't know, Shinra is one step ahead. The Turks, they're one step ahead, and they're hot on our trail. They said, yo, you might have left the wall market. You might know about what we're gonna do thanks to Don Corleone. You might have fought through the sewers to get topside into the slums to see us making a move. We're heading over to plate 7. We're gonna drop the plates on top of the slums because we know where Avalanche is hiding, and that's headquarters for Avalanche, AKA 7th Heaven, where of course Tifa works. She's the bartender. Her gang of Avalanche, Wedge, Pizza Slice, Jesse, Barrett, Barrett's child, are all stationed out of 7th Heaven in Sector 7 slum. And so Captain Shinra, the president of Shinra, called up Big H and was like, yo, get the crew together. We're gonna drop the plates. And he was like, you really wanna drop the plate? We're gonna kill innocent civilians out there. And he's like, we're shutting this shit down. And he hung up the phone. And so we made it out of the sewers after rescuing Tifa in the wall market with Don Corleone. Tifa, myself, and Aerith are now on the run to get to the slum 7 to try to stop the plate from dropping. Of course, we see Rude and Reno in a helicopter heading to the top of the plate because they're going to drop it like it's hot. We see Avalanche fighting them off, trying to stop this possible tragedy from happening. We see all of our favorite characters. Barrett's there popping off. We see Pizza Slice. We see Wedge. We see Jesse. And we're way away. We're in Slum 6. We got to get to Slum 7. We got to run right now. So we ran our happy asses all the way over there to get to this point. We get to the bottom of the tower. We got to make it up the pillar, the center structure. What the hell do they call that? The support beam. We'll call it the support beam. Okay? And so we run all the way up to the top. Unfortunately, Pizza Slice, he's dead. Okay? R.I.P. Pizza Slice. We told him that we loved him. He said, Cloud, go kick ass. I did my best for you. I cleared the way. We said, you got it, big dog. We go up. Jesse, an emotional moment. She takes a grenade, blows up a helicopter. Unfortunately, the helicopter comes into her. She's dead. Okay? R.I.P. the best girl, Jesse. Just so much fun, laughing, caring, upbeat. Great gal all around. Great girl. R.I.P. Okay? Then we get up to the tippy top, and now we're with Barrett. It's me, Tifa, and Barrett fighting off Rude and Reno. Down below, we got Aerith, who is going on the way to find Marlene, the child, to go save Barrett's kid from 7th Heaven. That's a whole situation, because then, of course, who shows up? I don't know. Some guy that doesn't have an R to start off his name. There's Reno, there's Ronnie, there's Rude. Why is this guy not Randy? Don't worry about him. He's there. You know what I mean? He pulls up in the helicopter. He says, hey, you're coming with us, Aerith. You and the kid got to come. And Aerith goes, you know what? You're right. We got to come. And so they kidnap those two. They're gone. So now we're fighting for our lives. Skirt! If I could move the camera, skirt! Let me take you to the top of the tower right now. Okay, we're back fighting Reno and Rude. Reno says, don't worry about it, Rude. I got this. Stay in the helicopter. He drops down. He tries to do some crazy lightning bolt stuff on me. I'm playing on easy. Give him the people's elbow. He's down. Then on top of that, boop, boop. Rude says, no, I'm going to protect my homeboy. He sets off the bomb. He says, good luck. See you later. So now the plate is about to fall. Okay, if you know about the plate and praising the center structure, everyone who lives on the plate clearly works and is devoted to Shinra. They're about to die. You know what I mean? That's like Jesse's mom who's got it going on. She's going to die. Right? So now he's started the bomb to drop the plate onto the Sector 7 slums where we and Avalanche are headquartered out of. Thankfully, we've started moving people out of the neighborhood to try to survive and try to live. But unfortunately, Reno and Rude, they got it. It's on and popping. It's going down, right? So he presses the button to start off the bomb. We're fighting them back. We fight them to the point where they're like, yo, we ain't fighting no more. Deuces. So they run. We get up to the television. We're like, how do you stop this bomb? President of Shinra comes on, says, well, it wasn't the president of Shinra. It was his lackey who doesn't have a name starting with R. So we're going to call him Randy. Randy comes on and goes, yo, bro, I got your girl, the Ancient. And we're like, the Ancient? What does that mean? Is she the president of Shinra's daughter, or is she something more? What does the Ancient mean? And she's like, yo, Cloud, I'm okay, I'm safe, but they got me. I got Marlene too. And Barrett's like, oh, thank God you saved my kid, Kevin. Thank God for that. But also like, who the hell is she? And we're like, yo, that's a girl we met over in the Sector 5 slums. She's cool. I'm in love with her. She's making my heart warm again. I'm falling in love. Me and Tifa were cool with her. But turns out like she's got that Mako. She'd be freaking out in the Mako. She's got stuff going on. You know what I mean? It's going on in the Mako. You okay?
It started raining really hard.
It's raining really hard, Chad. It's raining really hard out there.
I'm soaked.
He's soaked right now. And so Randy now has Aerith, the Ancient, along with Barrett's kid. And they're like, yo, deuces, we out. We're on top of the pillar trying to stop this bomb. We're not stopping that bomb. So we hit the zip line, Kev. Okay, we hit the zip line. Barrett, pop, 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 gets it all set up. We all jump on Barrett's back. We get this beautiful rendered cutscene where this shit's out of a movie. Might as well be in a movie. We're gliding with Barrett, right? We see the structure start to fall. Okay, praise be Pillar 7, because everyone is not making it out of this one safely. The pillar starts to fall. We see giant pieces of metal crashing down. Wedge looks up. Where did Wedge go? We saved Wedge's life, Kevin, right? The whole town is evacuating. You think, you gotta go. What does Wedge do? No, he goes back home to go get his 3 cats.
Oh, no.
Wedge, the cats are gonna be fine. Okay, I promise you, Wedge, they're gonna find a way out.
I don't think you can make that promise.
He said, fuck that, I'm going to save my cats. What happens? Giant piece of metal crashes down upon Wedge. Then we get a quick cut up to President Shinra, who's like, had to do it, had to stop these eco-terrorists. And then out of nowhere, this Meowth-looking purple cat shows up and is banging on the ground as if he, she, cat, whatever, had something to do with all of this. Did you set up the bomb? Did you set up the bomb? Did you not want the bomb to go off? Who are you, cat? You have no right being in this moment, but you are. So we've just accepted that there's a Meowth cat here, okay? Then cut back, we're ziplining out, okay? The end. Now, we've woken up in the rubble, and it is the start of chapter 13 of
Now you know
Broken
you're
World.
in the trouble.
We're in the trouble.
That's what I said. I'm so wet.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter.
Oh.
Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering.
You good, bud?
I'm just stretching out my knees.
I see that.
About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him.
Big day. Seeing the husband again.
But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed.
Oh no.
Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words.
Damn, Kev.
You left the corpse there, you think?
Yeah. I mean, what is she gonna do? Put her over her shoulder?
Hey, I mean,
Tuck
you
in
think
a
she called the
dumpster?
cops?
No cops in this
My
game.
husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely.
Only topsiders.
So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me.
She had the little hair thing.
It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility.
Oh.
And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet,
Oh.
huh?
Alien.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy,
Think they're the Mako?
don't be sad.
Bathing in the Mako.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just
Oh.
died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
Huh.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a
Got
letter
it.
saying my husband had been killed in action.
Her husband set her off.
That. I was thinking for a second.
Things like that. She'd just
Just know about it.
It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy.
I mean, I just made that up, Chad.
And then came the knock.
Coming!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's the guy. It's Alfie. He's looking for you.
No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us.
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew That wasn't true.
Yeah, we know.
That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take
Yeah,
her.
what's up with that?
Doesn't sound like the Turks.
What's
I
up with
know.
that?
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like
They
a
got her.
guest.
Yep.
And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are.
Just a mother's love.
If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever.
Damn. So she had the bargaining chip the whole time, Kevin. That's why they were letting the mom and her live in peace, because she had to come willingly. And so, of course, she'd been running saying, no, no, no. And then they're like, yo, you don't want us to kidnap this little girl. You better come with us. And she's like, you know what? You're right.
So they did use the little girl.
Little girl was bargaining chip.
Nice.
Fuck.
See? They're smart like you.
See? Kidnapping 101.
They're not above it. They're not above it.
Damn, it's a lot to process, a lot to take in. You know what I mean? We don't know Aerith's mother. We don't know why they were keeping them, captive. They clearly want to use them because they're speaking to the spirits of the planet and the world.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to
A lot of
get
stuff there. Yeah, Kev. They got humans.
Oh.
Were those?
People.
Yeah. That's the Shinra I know.
He was in one of those. Yeah, but he got dope superpowers, so he has a trade-off.
They bathe you in Mako, try to turn you into one of those failed experiments.
Cloud?
Super soldiers they're making. The whispers.
Oh. Oh, everyone can see him now?
Some people can.
Mako addicts. Mako?
Yeah.
Mako? Mako.
Mako.
Miko.
It brought us all the way out. Where's the dude?
It was a dream. They never went in. Dude's dead.
Imagine. Got bonked on the head by a piece of metal. It was all a dream.
Yeah, but Cloud, one of the very rare non-failed experiments. Experiences. He meant experiments.
He's here.
We need to get him somewhere safe. Everything else can wait until after.
Agreed. Let's go.
Hey, come up. There he goes. Okay, a little more delicately.
Cloud.
Good kitty.
That one cat is just totally cool with both of its brothers dead.
Yeah.
There's two other cats.
Do cats have that sort of camaraderie? Like, do like you
Yeah,
three
because these
cats? Are
cats
they
all
best
look
friends?
the same, so they're all twins, all from the same litter. They do.
Can't leave Wedge unconscious with his cats. They'll eat
I
him.
want you to take Wedge back for me. I'm gonna look around for the others. He made it, didn't he? They could still be alive.
Oh, he wants to find Biggs and Jesse. He's got to tell them no, they died.
No. How do you know Jesse died?
I saw them both at the
We put
pillar.
him down.
You put
That's
down
no
Jesse.
case. Saw
That,
how bad they were hurt.
Oh, that's not putting
I'm
them
sorry,
down.
but
Like putting them down is like, I'm sorry, Jesse.
They've returned to the planet.
Okay. You don't gotta talk like Aerith. He's not gonna like you more. You know what I mean?
They were supposed to return to us. if we stop now, they'll never let us live it down. So, we carry that weight.
Chapter 14.
Is that
I'm
right?
sorry.
There it is.
How many
Truly,
chapters
yeah.
total?
18.
We had no other place to go.
We're in
And
the final push.
I would never leave a wounded man out on the street.
Elmira, I know what you said, but you have to let us go after Aerith.
Not this again.
We found an underground Shinra lab, where they've done human testing. This wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go. She's the last living ancient on the planet. Think about what that means to Shinra's scientists. Especially to that son of a bitch, Hojo. We're all just numbers and meat to him.
Enough!
But...
Please. I need some time to think.
Everybody chill out.
You've all had a long day. Why don't you go upstairs and get some rest?
Mike, we going at 2 o'clock?
We're going to end right after this cutscene.
Oh.
Right there is where we're going to wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today's afternoon stream. We talked about chairs. We did a 4-word crossword. And
we nailed it. Chad helped.
And we played another chapter of Final Fantasy VII Remake. A lot of you thought we weren't going to play it, but we played it because you knew we were. We are going to continue this throughout the week, leading all the way up to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're going to finish this, and then we're going to play that game together with all of you.